Yo, Hegassen here. Here we go. It's my review of One Piece Manga chapter 976. Begging your pardon. And obviously, everybody is talking about what happened at the end of this chapter. And we're going to talk about what happened at the end of this chapter at the end of this review. We're going to start off talking about Kinemon. Kinemon, he wasn't the big brains of the samurai that Denjiro was making him up to be. It turns out that kind of Kinemon's own stupidity and believing that it was Port Takage is what led to Kanjuro being tricked, thinking it was Port Takage, and allowing all the other ships to go to the wharf. So, disappointed that Kinemon didn't get that big, epic kind of I'm the current leader, 9 Red Scabbards moment. But instead, his own stupidity did kind of save the day. So it is kind of a win. It is kind of not a win. We are early into the Raid of Onigashima. I'm sure there were some big Kinemon moments coming up. One that I'm definitely hoping for is Kinemon versus Kanjuro. I want to see that fight continue. They kind of hinted in this chapter that we might get Kawamatsu versus Kanjuro, but I want to see Kinemon versus Kanjuro. I think that'd be a very emotional fight. Maybe Denjiro can join in a little bit, but what I want is the final moment to be Kinemon finally cutting down without hesitation Kanjuro and saving Momonosuke. Because Kanjuro, he flies off with Momonosuke. Momonosuke is too afraid of heights to jump down, even though he's a flying dragon. And everyone does try and split bits up there, but the beast pirates, they get in the way with their new sniper ships. We'll talk about them in a little bit. Still talking about the 9 Red Scabbards. They are all now finally coming together. Then Jiro turns up on Law's boat where the rest of the 9 Red Scabbards are. Shinobu turns up there as well, which is really funny for Law. He's like, this isn't just your meeting place, get off my damn submarine. But it's cool to see finally all of the 9 Red Scabbards almost all together, just awaiting Nekomamushi. A few characters were still waiting to turn up. One of them we get turning up at the end of this chapter that completes another group that, again, like I said, I'm teasing you. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, just awaiting Nekomamushi and Nekomamushi's big epic moment. Kanjuro now, unfortunately, he's a traitor, so he's not a member of the 9 Red Scabbards. But I think this is going to lead to Shinobu filling his place. She wanted to be a member. She was kind of like an honorary member, but I think Shinobu will now become official member of the 9 Red Scabbards by the end of this. Then we get the new 9 samurai without Kanjuro. And then at the end, not only can she become a member of the 9 Red Scabbards, let's have a hook up with Raizo as well. Poor Raizo, who's been talking about how he can't find love. Let's have them two hook up. Now that they're that age difference, it's kind of leveled out. Let's get them two together. Big heads finding love. Kanjuro, talking about Kanjuro, he is actually very, very powerful, and his powers are now really interesting. He's a really good drawer. Everything he draws now looks really realistic, and he can not just draw, he can just summon ink. He can summon ink out of his hair. He can make like a big rain cloud, and it shoots down like ink shards that can destroy boats. Really interesting. He seems to be able to control his hair as well. Like we see him go like that, and he controls his hair, kind of like Kumadori, I believe it was, way back from Eni's Lobby. Remember that guy? Is that guy from Wano as well? Or got some Wano got some Wano ancestry? That we'll ever find out, maybe in an SBS or something. But yeah, it's strange that they can both kind of control their hair. So that's interesting. I think Kanjuro's powers are now really interesting. Really excited to see what else he can do now that he's actually proven to be very confident with his devil fruit. Can he create like an ink army or something like that? We're going to get things like that. What kind of other beasts can he create? I still want to see a really big ink dragon to add to the beast pirates army. So loads of ink beasts. That would be really cool. So Kanjuro, and like I said, I want Kanjuro versus Kinemon. So that was Kanjuro. That was like the 9 Red Scabbards and Denjiro kind of getting together. Let's talk about this other group that is now finally complete, because the Beast Pirates, they had the sniper boats. These sniper boats were picking off everybody from range, and everyone was like, "Oh, how are we going to get over to them?" I mean, you got Sogi King, you got the Sniper King, you got God Usopp on the crew. He can take out them. You got Sanji, he could speed bits over there. You got Karamatsu, who could go in the water. Luffy can fly as well. Now you got all of these characters that could get over to these ships. But it doesn't matter because somebody else turns up before they even get a chance to react. We see this spear come out of the water, landing on the ship, doing this pose, giving this big speech. The final member of the Straw Hat crew to be reunited for the first time in ages. The Helmsman has returned. Jimbei, first son of the sea, is here. Officially part of the Straw Hats. We see Kid, we see Law reacting. They're a little bit worried that Jimbei, the former warlord, is now part of the Straw Hat crew. Luffy and everyone is just excited. We even see Carrot in there in the celebrations, and Zeus, but we see Carrot in there, like hugging Nami and stuff. maybe future hints that Carrot is actually, by the end of this, going to become the next member of the Straw Hat crew. I mean, she's been hanging around with them quite a long time now, so I don't see why not. Let's have Carrot and Jimbei as the helmsman and as the lookout as well, kind of what they roles that they filmed in Whole Cake Island. But yeah, Jimbei is here, and that was really exciting. But also a little bit, I don't know, I want to say worrying because he's clean. He's really clean, maybe too clean. I mean, I'm interested to see what happens when they get to Onigashima and they see Big Mom. Are we going to get some dialogue between Jimbei and Big Mom about what actually happened there? Because everyone was speculating he might come back with an arm missing, a leg missing, eye patch or something. Some people were saying he might come back as like a homie or something. Like, what is actually going to happen to Jimbei when he returns? And he returns and he's perfectly fine, not a scratch on him. Is there more to this? I hope that he didn't like make another deal with Big Mom or something. I don't want anything like that. Don't want another traitor thing. Maybe his crew sacrificed himself to let Jimbei go, but then that's what they were trying to do anyway in the first place, and Jimbei didn't want to. He still wanted to save and help his crew. So what happened? I'm really, really happy that Jimbei's back, but I'm a little bit like, what actually happened? I don't buy that you just kind of got out of there on your own without a single scratch. Maybe he had quite a few years of his life taken away from him. Damage that we actually can't see, no physical damage. Maybe he's only got like enough kind of life left to kind of see Luffy become the Pirate King. Maybe a few years, 2 years max or something. Not sure, but very, very interesting. Great that he's finally back. Excited to see what he does and how he fits into the rest of the crew. And yes, that was really good. That was really epic. But it was spoiled for me, unfortunately. I knew quite early before the chapter was officially released that Jimbei was going to be back because it was just everywhere. It was all over Twitter, all over YouTube, all over thumbnails and everything before the official release. So a little bit upset. And that kind of meant that this chapter wasn't as impactful for me. If I didn't know that he was going to return, I would have been super excited. But I did know, so I didn't get that impact. I thought that the beginning of the chapter as well was a little bit slow and not as good without, the fact that Kinemon, it was kind of played for a joke and stuff, and the thing with the sniper ships, I reckon people like Usopp, Luffy, said you could have got over there, taken them out. It was a good moment for Jimbei. And by the way, also, Jimbei turns up like the same week as his birthday. Was this all planned or was it a coincidence? Oda, man, you're good. But I'd say that this chapter personally for me, is probably only a purple tier. If I wasn't spoiled, I maybe would have said gold. Because I was spoiled, that impact was lost. I weren't that happy with the kind of beginning of this chapter, so I would just give this one a purple tier. I'm very excited now for Jimbei to officially take his place alongside the rest of the crew.
Hey, so thanks for watching. What did you think? Let me know about it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed my video, maybe give it a like, and if you really liked it, why not subscribe? You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram and Twitch. Oh, and here's a related video you might enjoy, and something more fresh. I've been Hegassen, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!